Every minute you spend agonizing over a choice is a minute you aren't spending living the result. If you feel paralyzed by what ifs and frozen by the fear of being wrong, this story is for you. Today, you'll learn the 2-minute triage, the exact system used to clear mental clutter and turn hesitation into unstoppable momentum. Have you ever looked at a simple choice, what to eat, what to post, which email to send, and felt like you were trying to solve a complex math equation? You tell yourself you're being thorough. You tell yourself you're doing your due diligence. But while you're busy analyzing every possible outcome, the world is moving on without you. My friend, overthinking isn't a sign of intelligence. It's a form of fear. It's the belief that if you just think a little longer, you can avoid the pain of making a mistake. Think of one decision you've been avoiding for more than a week. Why are you still waiting? Meet Mark. Mark was 32, talented, and had a business plan that was technically perfect. He had spent 2 years refining it. He waited for the market to be right. He waited for his savings to be exactly $20,000. He waited for a sign. But while Mark was waiting for the perfect moment, his perfect location was rented by someone else. Someone who didn't have a 100-page plan, but had the courage to sign the lease. Mark was living in a small cup of safety, never realizing that his caution was actually his cage. Mark's uncle, Mr. Miller, was a retired emergency coordinator. He had spent 40 years making split-second choices where lives were on the line. He looked at Mark's frustration and smiled. "Mark," he said, "you're trying to build a mountain before you've even stepped on the trail. You're suffering from mountain paralysis." He pulled out 2 containers. When you overthink, you try to pour the entire ocean into this tiny cup. It overflows. It creates a mess. You need a bigger container for your thinking. You need a triage protocol. The first law of the 2-minute triage is the filter of reversibility. Mr. Miller explained that most decisions are 2-way doors. If you walk through and don't like it, you can walk back out. Ask yourself, can I undo this? If the answer is yes, you are forbidden from thinking about it for more than 120 seconds. The cost of being wrong is lower than the cost of doing nothing. The second law is the 1-year test. We often treat a minor mistake like a catastrophic failure. But when you look at your town from the 20th floor of a building, everything looks smaller. Ask, will this choice matter 12 months from now? If the answer is no, stop treating it like a life or death situation. Save your vase-sized thinking for the decisions that actually determine your destiny. Take that decision from earlier. Ask, is it reversible? Will it matter in a year? If it's reversible and won't matter, decide right now. The final law is the 10-minute momentum rule applied to the clock. The hardest part of any decision is the starting friction. To break it, you set a timer for 2 minutes. You aren't deciding for the rest of your life. You are just deciding for the next 2 minutes. Choose a direction and take 1 physical step. Buy the domain. Send the text. Write the first sentence of the draft. Once you are in motion, continuing is easy. Mark started applying the triage. Instead of researching for 3 hours, he gave himself 2 minutes to pick a software. Instead of waiting for a perfect logo, he used the first clean design he liked. He realized that regret for not trying haunts you longer than the pain of a failure. Within 30 days, he had launched. He wasn't perfect, but he was real. He was finally standing in the rain with a bucket instead of an umbrella. Here is your decision protocol for today. Identify the choice. Apply the filter. Is it reversible? If yes, move fast. Apply the view. Will it matter in a year? If no, move faster. Set the timer. Give yourself 120 seconds to take the first action. My friend, your potential is never the problem. Your hesitation is the problem. Stop asking, "Can I?" and start asking, "What if I stop telling myself I have to wait?" The vase is waiting. Fill it. If this story inspired you to stop overthinking and start doing, give this video a like and subscribe to join our community of doers. Your future self is waiting on the other side of your next decision.